Yeah, we're out on the Marquesas Keys here in the Key West National Wildlife Refuge, and Coffin Marine behind me is removing one of the 32 migrant vessels to remove the pollution and the debris from the refuge and the National Marine Sanctuary.
Yeah.
The Marquesas Keys are a group of islands located about 17 nautical miles west of Key West. They are a special ecosystem, home to several endangered species. They include the Miami blue butterfly, the piping plover, and the green and hawksbill sea turtles. The Marquesas Keys also have been a historic landing spot for Cuban migrants who arrived on rustic boats known as chugs.
A lot of the vessels have pollution on them. They have petroleum products and hazardous materials, as well as just the vessels themselves are causing resource damage. So it's great to be able to pull those out of the water here, as you see, and then off the beaches to clean up the Marquesas.
The multi-agency project was led by Monroe County's Marine Resources Office. Each year, the county removes more than 50 derelict vessels from Keys waters. But this was the first time the county tackled a comprehensive salvage project in the remote Marquesas Keys.
This project was very unique because it required a lot of coordination because of the geographic location in the remote Marquesas Keys. It's a very protected, environmentally sensitive area, and there were a lot of both state, county, and federal agencies that were involved in coordinating the project to ensure the resource protection. We had to obtain permits in order to remove the derelict boats from these areas, so it was a challenging project for that reason.
The mission was to remove all the remaining abandoned boats that were spread along 6 islands in the Marquesas. Some were submerged in nearshore waters, destroying seagrass. Others were strewn along sandy beaches and grounded in the mangroves. The salvage began March 12th and was conducted by Coffin Marine Services of Big Pine Key. To work in the eco-sensitive shallow waters, owner John Coffin used a flat-bottomed 60-foot barge. He created it from a 36-foot post-World War II era attack troop carrier, which was designed to storm beaches during wars. The barge has a hand-like claw that is able to pick up heavy loads and reach several yards out in all directions. The salvage work could only be done at high tide and with low winds. The National Weather Service's Key West office provided daily forecasts.
While the project was underway, resource managers were at each of the vessel sites to oversee the project and make sure that wildlife was being protected, the environment was being protected, and make sure the contractor did the removals in an environmentally sensitive way.
Despite several days of high winds and rough seas that delayed operations, all the vessels were removed. The last was the toughest, a sunken 25-foot blue and white former Cuban fishing boat called Mariel. It was impacting the seabed and mangroves, and it contained hazardous material. The work was completed just in time to meet the March 31 deadline. The project even made the nightly news in Miami.
Just one station there as crews pull a heavy haul out of the deep blue sea in the Keys. They're trying to remove dozens of sunken boats to improve a slice of paradise, but doing so hasn't been easy.
The salvage project removed 25 diesel engines, 60 gallons of fuel and other hazardous liquid, and 25 tons of debris. It was taken to the Monroe County Transfer Station on Cudjoe Key for proper disposal. The $61,000 project was paid for using Monroe County Boating Improvement Funds and Sanctuary Damage Assessment and Restoration revolving funds. Now, the Marquesas Keys are back to their pristine condition, just in time for the start of bird and turtle nesting seasons.